Hey, hello, how are you? And I forgot to put you away. Go that way. Hello, this is a channel update. I feel like it was time to make one of these for a very good reason. It's been a while since we did one. The last one was... that was a long time ago. Anyway, today I'm going to be talking about something. I'm sorry if I trip over my words a little bit, but, well, I feel like now, as of lately, would be a good time to make one of these. So, bear with me. Also, today's comic dub will happen probably soon after this. Maybe, we'll see, likely. Well, bear with me. So, what does this update entail? Mainly, I just kind of want to go over how I go about making my videos and just showing a bit of the process. There's a very good reason for this, but of course, I'm going to start off with a very, very quick disclaimer. Something that I've been shouting multiple times, but every time I get a new surge of audience, and I know the type of niche I'm in, it is a good time to point out this. I do not use AI. I'm going to say it again very slowly, so that even the YouTube systems will hear me. I do not use AI. I am stressing this point. There's a very good reason I am stressing this, that I will touch upon later, but no, I've been doing this for over 6 years. My goodness, it's been that long. I've known dubs that were using the old text-to-speech format. I never even use those. I use my own voice. Hell, my demo reel is right in front of my channel. Granted, it's a little bit outdated, but, well, I will probably update within a year. I have been using my own voice, getting actual actors to voice in these comics for many years. I know in this era of YouTube, there is many accounts that use that tech. I do not. And also, in many cases, outright stealing or copying what I do. It's one of the reasons why I've also been doing dubs a bit of extra involved, as it would be hard to outright steal. Plus, give it variety. I even have to take vocal breaks from streaming just to let my voice recover at times, because I do voice work for others outside this channel too. Generally what I do is, I record in bulk, send things to be recorded to Rin, a fellow actress who y'all may have heard of multiple dubs now, or other actresses and actors I've worked with throughout the years on this channel. I then take some time to edit a video, at least almost every day, or simply do a bunch of editing and have them prepared. Usually takes around between, let's say, if I'm not having any issues, 4 to 5 hours. Now, what I do use to edit is DaVinci Resolve. It's free, but I do have a license from them that I bought a while back. Yet, when I first started, it was the go-to. Even for free, the features were perfectly acceptable. Now, I will say it's not as feature-rich as other editing programs, but it's not Adobe. And that's kind of the reason I went with it in the first place. Fun fact, I used to use window app editing programs. That was super jank. Resolve was that at first, but after learning its UI and some things, it did well enough, and found out, oh, hey, editing and putting a video together doesn't have to be a complete and utter slog. What was I doing with Windows apps? Right! Almost forgot. My recording software is a DAW known as Reaper. I used to use Audacity years ago, but during a certain lockdown period, this became easily my go-to recording software. Easy to edit and much more than what Audacity could do. Simply put, it made editing a lot more simpler. Audacity was very, by a step. This allows me to do specific tracks. I'm not going to go for it. It took a minute to learn it, but overall, if you're someone who uses Audacity or anyone, I would heavily recommend Reaper. It's very similar to Resolve. You can get a free license, and then I would highly recommend getting the full license. It is a really good software. Which brings to the next topic, and a funner one, gear. Now, what do I use to record and edits? First, my gear is I use a SSL2 interface connected to the Focusrite ISA preamp. Connected to my favorite microphone, the Blue Mouse. Blue Mouse, not Blue Yeti. Very big difference. That is sadly one of the last of its kind because that line of mics is discontinued. My heart weeps. I wanted one for streaming. Okay, so why bring this all up now? A few reasons. This was meant to be a longer rant about the platform, but things have changed a bit. Things have changed a bit since then, so I will keep it brief. One is I get an influx of new subscribers and audiences at times who discovered me, and assuming what I do is what other channels that are content thieves also do, they service level see a video and assume what I am, and leads me to have to make a community post every few months saying, hey guys, I ain't about that. It's tiresome at times. Second and unfortunate case is YouTube, as nice as a platform as it can be, very unstable lately in assuming certain channels and labeling even long-form animators as AI. Which, once again, I am not an AI channel or use AI in any capacity. I won't go into the full systems about how I feel about this, just that it is unfortunate for the systems in general to do this retroactively. Apparently I heard an animator got one labeled as far back as 4 years ago. So that's wild. There is a whole grocery list of things I can bring up about that, but I really rather not. At least not for today, for this update. I just want to keep making comic dubs that I enjoy. I do enjoy them. Not aiming for any particular fandom. I also get what I do is not everyone's cup of tea. That's perfectly fine. Just don't be an ass about it. You are in charge of the buttons that you see, especially on YouTube. Yet with my work sadly being next to others in ways, I feel like it's now more important than ever to be upfront and talk face to face. But in this case, my VTuber avatar, but you get the idea. Because trust is more important now than ever, especially with these channels. I'm not just a faceless channel. I am a boy in America in a very, very hot state. So, that's about it. Also, if you do see that label on any of my videos, old or new, do tell me so I can fix it. Ugh. My voice is dying. I did ask people before if they had some additional questions. So, let's see. When are we gonna see more GingerSid or more story-focused arcs and uploads? It was fun. It was fun keeping up with the Vanessa arc. That's 2 questions, but I'll allow it. GingerSid got delayed due to a Blender update, kinda made the eyebrow crash the program. Don't ask how, it's fixed. It's fixed now. But with the whole YouTube thing and other stresses, I kinda got demotivated for a moment, but now I am slowly working on it again. Funny stuff soon if nothing goes wrong. Story-focused dubs are one of the more harder stuff to work on, as you have to be earnest in the approach. Plus, if you introduce more characters, then you need to bring more actors because apparent everyone only has so many voices that can be used. If you've been a long time viewer of this channel, you will understand this. The need to proper plan becomes apparent. It does however end up being one of the more rewarding kind of dubs, so maybe when the fancy strikes, I do maybe one day plan to slow things down and work on bigger things. So, we'll see. Do you eat something before recording? I really enjoy your dubs. They are funny in my book and peak sometimes. Looking at Gamma. So thank you for making them. Gamma does do wonderful work. And also thank you for watching them. It's best... As for the question, it's best not to eat right before recording. At least if you have to eat something, make it small. And then record later. Food can make the mouth salivate in ways you may not like to hear as you listen back to your voice. If anything, I try to record early and simply hydrate or eat. And record it much later. Water is a must, however, for recording, more so for long sessions, although I am guilty of drinking mochas before recording. Now you're gonna go for a bit of a wraparound so I can finish this up. Did you drink water today? Yes. I'm really fascinated by the way you can switch between voices so well. How did you learn to do that? It's really, really hard to describe what I do with my voice, but the best way I can tell you is do not choke yourself. But I could definitely change my inflection on a tone. It's really hard to describe, but maybe that will be its own video in the future. Just know it's just practice of just doing funny voices throughout the years and just, you know, double downing on them and just getting better at them over time. When inspired you to pick up voice acting, and how long did it take you to get your voice to where you want it? I don't think my voice is ever to where I want it. I literally just work with what I got. But to answer what inspired me to pick up voice acting is watching old YouTube videos, as in like, what's the word? Newgrounds. Old Newgrounds animations. I saw those and went, I want a voice in the cool thing. And from there, it's just, you know, I just try to apply myself. Literally, it's just a desire of, I want to be in that. I want to be part of that. Yeah! Anyway, I may do updates like these every month, or maybe seasonal. We shall see. Yet, as I said, I just want to do dubs. I may do these just to keep people in the proper loop of things and to show that, yes, I have a pulse. I am a living, breathing person behind this avatar. I am not a machine. I will take vocal breaks. Alright. Okay, I'll stop being dramatic. Anyway, my voice is getting tired. Hope I didn't make this video too long and if plans go well, comic dub after this video in an hour or two. Anyway, thank you for watching and have a lovely night. Bye.